Are these the newest trendy sneakers for 2024? What size you should get? And how does the Nike Lunar Roam compare to the Nike Vomero 5s? All of those questions will be answered in today's video. Let's get it. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Vega, and today we're gonna be talking about the Nike Lunar Roam. Now, this pair of kicks has me feeling all kinds of ways. I definitely have mixed feelings, and if I'm gonna be frank with you, I don't think I'm going to keep these pair of kicks. Now, as I do on all my reviews, I'll go ahead and give you a nice detailed look of the sneakers. I'll talk about sizing, throw them on feet, and finally give you my final thoughts and tell you whether it's a good idea to cop or not, just in case you are in the market for these pair of kicks. Somewhere there, I'm also gonna compare them to the Nike Vomero 5, and I'm also gonna throw some other sneakers in the mix. That way you know what you're getting yourself into with these pair of kicks. With all of that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, let's get right into it. So for those that don't know, this Lunar Tech is nothing new. It was actually debuted back in 2008, and then it was used among Nike sneakers in the early 2010s. Now, if you're just like me, that era reminds you of so many good things. It was such a magical, beautiful time where people went ahead and bought sneakers that meant something. It was not about hype, maybe a little, but it was just magical. But here we go, man. Let's talk about the sneakers. And like I said, it's something that I have mixed feelings about, but let's get into the detailed review. And as you can see, we have the sneakers right here. And the first thing that I noticed is that, wow, this is actually a very good looking sneaker. The Lunar midsole, although it's a little bit chunky, it just works with the top portion of the sneaker. Now, the Lunar midsole, it's in this kind of like beige and black color right here in the midsole. And then if we start taking a look at the toe box, we notice a couple of things, which is this engineered mesh and then some underlays in the bottom right there to kind of give it a nice structure. We also have some overlays kind of in the top quarter panel right here. And then also in the midsection, we have something that is called Magwire, which is kind of similar to Nike's Flywire as well, which is basically for a secure, lightweight, and more structure to the sneaker as well. And as you can see, we have a Nike swoosh little overlay and then underlay. There's just a lot of materials going over and under in this sneaker, of course. Then as we move towards the side back of the sneaker, we have more Magwire right there to again give it more structure in the back area right there. And also we have a nice pull tab with some 3M hints right there as well, which is pretty nice. Black in the back area of the Lunar Tech midsole, which I think is a nice touch. The inside of the sneaker is just like the outer part as well. Also, the tongue feels very nice as well. It's not flat, it's not like fat or anything like that. We have nice gold stitching throughout the top end portion of the tongue area right there. Nice Nike logo, and then also a nice Nike swoosh right there as well, and another dot right there, which I don't know why that's there, but it looks pretty nice as well. Now these laces are also kind of like in a synthetic type of feel. And then in the liner, we have kind of a microfiber almost mixed with suede type of feel. And inside right there in the inserts, we have a bunch of little Nike swooshes. Also at the bottom of the sneaker, we have a bunch of Lunar Tech, of course, and a bunch of rubber pods to give it more grip and traction, of course. Now that's pretty much the detailed look of the sneaker. It looks very clean. It is a very well designed, good looking sneaker, but there's just a couple of things that I don't like, and let's start with those, and that is sizing. Alright guys, let's talk about sizing. Sizing is one of the most annoying. Bruh. I don't know what it is, man, that it is very hard for me to recommend a size on this sneaker, but let's go through it. My true to size when it comes down to Nike is a size 10.5. I typically get a size 10.5 in a Nike Vomero 5, in a Jordan 3, Jordan 4, Air Max 1, Air Max 90, Air Max 95. You get the point. That is my true to size. Naturally, I went with that as well. There's a lot of room in the front, and part of it is because there's no structure in the front. Like, look, even with the overlays, even with the underlays, there's just no structure, and it's pretty wide. The rest of the sneaker fits great in my size. I feel that even if I was to go half a size down, I still feel that it's gonna be too roomy right here. You're probably saying, well, go down a full size. I feel if I go down a full size, then it will be tight right here. And this is one of the main reasons why it's becoming almost a hassle for me to keep this sneaker right here. Even though it looks great, the Lunar Tech also feels a little bit more stiff than what I used to remember from back in the day. I don't know what it is either. It's not horrible. It's pretty well balanced all throughout the sole. For the regular footers out there, go maybe half a size down and you should be good, but you're probably gonna have a lot of room right there. As promised, let's go ahead and do a quick comparison of all these sneakers right here, which I feel that can give the Nike Lunar Roam a good run for its money. All of these have one thing in common, and it's basically this. This started off the same way as all of these, and this is the Nike Flyknit Racer, and they started off as a regular sneaker that became hype by hypebeasts. I feel that this could become that as well, but for me, it's just not gonna be it, because I'd rather have this sneaker right here, which is the Nike Vomero 5, because it is the ultimate package. I feel that overall this is better than these two right here, but I'll get into that in a second. As far as the Flyknit Racer, I bring this up because they both share the same sizing situation, for me at least. They are very roomy in the front area right here, but at least with these, if I was to go down half a size, then I feel that they would fit right. For me, for example, I went with my true to size on these, but they have a lot of room in the toe box area right here specifically. Not here, in here they fit fine, but in this specific area. I say that because, again, as I mentioned in my sizing section of the video, they have the same issue. There's just no structure, it's just too wide for me, etc. Now, as far as the Vomero 5s, you already know it fits right. If you have any of them, I can strongly recommend a true to size on these. They're not really snug, it's just more tailored, and there's more structure in the front because of this area right here. Like you can see, it doesn't really bend as easily as maybe this area or as this sneaker right here, right? So in 2024, I would probably still go with Nike Vomero 5s over these two because I feel that they are trendy, they fit good, they look good, they feel good. So ultimately, I probably go with these. There's one more that I wanted to bring up, which was the Nike Air Max Lunar. Back in the day, they went ahead and dropped this in a infrared colorway and the space or astronaut version of it, which was all 3M, very fire colorway. That one was also very comfy because it had the Lunar Tech in the front and then an Air Max 90 bubble in the back, which fixes the other issue that I have, and that is the back portion of the Lunar Tech. I don't remember Lunar Tech feeling so stiff in the back, but for me it does as well. Not to the point that it bothers me. If sizing would have been fine, I probably would have kept the sneaker because of that reason, but that's a quick comparison. Hopefully all of that helps you out, all of that information, because some of you out there I know that have been collecting for quite some time, and with the Flyknit Racer information, that definitely helps you. And some of those that are kind of new to the sneaker game, you probably have a bunch of these, and if you're expecting for this to be better than these, it's just not gonna happen. The sneaker looks great, like aesthetically, like you look at this sneaker and you want to get it. I think Nike did a very good job with the model. I think it's kind of a fusion between a dad sneaker with a modern twist, but this one specifically, I like how it was chunky. I like how the lines just look very predominantly in the midsole. I really like how this looks. I also like the color blocking of this sneaker, which kind of gets me excited to see other colorways. And that's when it starts kind of ending and fading away for me, right? The cons are that I don't remember this Lunar Tech being so stiff in the back. And that is the first con that I noticed, is that this doesn't feel the same as other Lunar Tech sneakers that I had in the past. So that was the first thing I noticed. And then I started walking more on them, and I noticed that the front was just not doing it for me. It's not horrible, but there's just too much space. And at the end, I want a little bit of structure on the sneaker, and this is not it. But at the end, I gave you all of this info. on the comparison throughout the video, my final thoughts, for me, it's just not gonna be a go. So for me, I'm just gonna go ahead and pass. That's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you found it informative and entertaining, man. Before I let you go, man, I wanna say this, and I feel that by saying this, you can understand where I'm coming from, and hopefully you can help me out. So I go out of my way to create these videos, to edit them in a way where they are pleasant for you to watch. I don't know if you guys understand that or notice that, but I'm not the average YouTuber out there that just doesn't try in their videos. Like, for being a small channel, I think that I go out of my way to make sure that you guys are viewing something with quality. You know what I'm saying? So at the end, man, the way you guys truly help me out is subscribing, liking, sharing. Like, I want to hit 10K this year, man, and I could only do it with your help. And I'm not asking for you to give me money. I'm not asking for you guys to buy merch, which I might change my mind later on. Like, I might actually do a brand, but I'm not asking for none of that. Like, all I'm asking for is subscribe, like, and share my videos. It goes a long way, bro. Like, trust me. So if you made it all the way through though, and you truly rock with your boy, go ahead and leave 5 fire emojis and let me know that you truly rock with me, that you mess with me, that you watch all the way through, all of that good stuff. If you haven't done it by now, help out your boy. Go ahead and hit subscribe, smash the like button. It really does mean a lot. And also follow me in my social media pages right here. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. Peace out.